Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to make a few points and get feedback from my audience and see what are your thoughts regarding Pastor Patrick Wooten. He's a Kojic bishop, pastor, and one of his, I guess, members, Pastor John Amenchukwu. They have some very interesting actions towards the Leggo and the wearing gay pride buttons during work. And so here's the footage.
Christians speak up, things will change. Speaking of Christians speaking up, we're going to the word of the Lord. There's so much I want to cover, so let me just talk fast and go fast. I want you all play the tape, text, and we're going to show you a portion of it. Now, Newsweek has covered it. It has gone viral. It's everywhere. As a matter of fact, when he picked me up the other day coming in from Nashville, I told my son-in-law, I said, you need to post this. It's going to go viral. He said, you think it will? I said, it will, because people need to see it. People need to know. And I'll just set it up for you. He went in a Leggo store with his wife and children, my grandchildren, and he was going to buy some Leggo toys. Goes into the Leggo store, you know, Leggo. Everybody loves Leggo. To get some Leggo toys. All the Leggo workers wearing pride badges in Leggo. Now, Leggo's main customer are children. See, the devil is coming after our children. It's why you need to bring your children to church. And then I thank God our youth church is not recess. They don't go back there and play basketball, play games. The ethos of the youth church is the same as the ethos in the sanctuary, because we want children to know. It's sad because in many ways now you have to interrupt their innocence. But the truth is, here's the truth. You got to beat the wicked. You got to interrupt their innocence with God's truth before the wicked interrupt their innocence with lies. Because the truth is, they're coming after them at a younger and younger age. And we say, well, they're baby, they don't need to know anything about that right now. The only problem with that is the other side don't think like that. The other side says, how old is that child? 2 months. All right, let's get started. So you have to be wise today. So he was in the store to get some Leggo, and what you talking about Christianity being a go tell it religion? Well, he told it.
The Leggo group supports what?
Yes, the Leggo group pretty proudly supports the LGBTQ community. Do we not?
Yeah.
Yes.
But the question is, why are you all in here with those pins on? Do you think children care about what man sucks at home and what girl eats vaginas at home?
It's time to leave, man.
Do you think they care about
It's
that?
time to leave, man.
Do you think they care?
I don't think they think about that personally.
Right, so why would they think about it when they see your
No, they
pin?
don't. It's time to leave.
Yes, they do.
It's time to
It's
leave, guys. We're
disgusting.
gonna call security.
That's called grooming.
All right. Did y'all mind leaving?
Yeah, if you call security, tell security that you're
Absolutely.
in here
call security for me.
wearing a pride flag
Absolutely. We will
on
let
your
them know.
shirt.
Come on, guys. It's time to leave.
You know what's amazing? Most children don't know. He's been educated by me. I think it's grooming. It's borderline pedophilia and child abuse for these weirdos to come in here and wear that, and at the same time, kids buy from the store. When does it stop? I'm sick and tired.
You don't have to shop.
Huh? Yeah, but I came here to buy something. When does it stop? At some point, we need to stop pushing this mess on
At
children.
this point, we're just going to have to ask you to leave.
I'll leave. And I won't spend any money at Leggo.
Fantastic.
If you're in here right now,
Sir.
if you're in here right now and you care about value, this store is intentionally promoting LGBTQ behavior on children.
Sir, you're
Spend your money in a place that doesn't do that to kids.
Sir, you're about to get trespassed.
Thank you.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Aren't you tired of hearing about that? That inclusion does not extend to everyone. It's only based upon whether or not you bow to the God of, the false God at that, diversity, equity, and inclusion. But I want to tell you something. I'm not going to bow. and neither should you.
As we talk about inclusion and making sure that the trans student feels comfortable and the queer student feels comfortable, what does that have to do with reading, writing, and arithmetic? As we are teaching cultural Marxism and grooming children to be the next pervert, we are damaging our kids in this public school system, and it needs to stop. It's my role to speak up for children of all colors and creeds. There's a new God in the land, and this God's name is diversity, equity, and inclusion. And this God forces you to bow to it, and if you don't support this God, they will cancel you and label you as a homophobe, as a bigot, or even as a white supremacist.
Okay, now wasn't that a lot? I mean a lot. Okay, some of the things that stood out for me. First of all, you in a Leggo store, you worried about a pen, and you start talking about.
I think children care about what man sucks at home and what girl eats vaginas at home.
Man.
That language, first of all, if you are pastor and you're really worried about children and they're protecting their innocence, you're going to talk about openly oral sex in a store? That contradicts everything you're saying. Borderline pedophilia. Promoting LGBTQ behavior by wearing a pin. Diversity and inclusion is the new enemy. And it's not inclusive of everyone, but only if you bow to that God. Grooming kids to be the next pervert. Those are the things that stood out for me when he was talking. For Wooten, it was viral. Interrupting innocence, and the job of the church is to teach kids. And it is true. So which brings me to my points. I'm going to do 3 points and a conclusion. My first point, and I'm going to try to stay neutral on this, but I just want to address things that stood out to me. First thing, pastors going viral. Pastor Wooten said, the person reached out to him was like, this is probably going to go viral. He said, yeah, that's going to go viral. If your focus as a pastor is to go viral, aren't you off? You're supposed to be teaching about Jesus Christ, winning souls, winning the lost. Not going viral. If your focus is going viral, who are you edifying? So, and this Pastor Wooten is known for his stance against Beyonce and Church Girl. So he wants to be viral. I'm a little concerned about the folks that are following you, because of course they want to go viral, because as your pastor, this is how you're going to, which is who Achukawa, let me see, his name is Amen Chukwa. He's a member of your church. So he wants to go viral too. And I think going viral supersedes your goal, because you're trying to go viral. You're not worried about the kids. Now, moving on. Number 2, it is a parent's job. That is what Wooten said, and I agree. The church and the parent, it's their job to teach children what you believe. Now, it is that child's right to decide when they go to the school, they're going to have other voices. And if you've trained them correctly, and you've taught them correctly, they won't follow those voices, or they'll have enough trust in you to come to you and talk to you about what they heard. And then you can go to the school and talk to them at the school. But as far as Leggo, if you have a real problem with Leggo, like he said at the end, I'm not going to shop here anymore. Then that's it. Take a stand. But how you take a stand is the most important. The last thing I have is diversity and inclusion. Diversity and inclusion being the new enemy. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are 3 closely linked values held by many organizations that are working to be supportive of different groups of individuals, including people of different races, ethnicities, religions, abilities, genders, and sexual orientation. That is the norm, to keep equality there at your workplace, because that means a black person could not be not taken seriously because of, and if you do feel that, then you have a right by law to go against the company. So I think diversity and inclusion is an amazing thing. Now, the problem with this is he's saying diversity and inclusion is the enemy. There's a problem when diversity and inclusion is accepted by the world, but not accepted by the church. Because the reality of it is Jesus died for all. He's the first adapted diversity and inclusion. So I'm a little confused on how that's the enemy. Now you say anybody who's against it, then you're labeled as a homophobe, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of the same thing in the church. If you don't believe a certain way, especially with this situation, you don't believe a certain way. So you're saying that LGBTQ, whatever, and that they're all pedophiles and perverts. You're grooming kids to be the next pervert. So you're saying LGBTQ plus are perverts? If you said that in an organization, you would be sued. And you should be sued because you shouldn't be able to put a blanket statement on any group of people. So Pastor Brian Nelson said, he was talking about the Easter sermon. His Easter sermon was, we're so focused on what Jesus did and not concerned about why. And he brought that through your relationships and so on and so forth. So I'm a little concerned to the why. I understand what you're doing, but why? Why is the LGBTQ community so important to you? Is it only about going viral? And if it is only about going viral, then you are out of line and you are out of the will of your calling, and you need to throw down your gift and get it right. So I'm a little confused on why. Why is this so important? Are you really concerned about the children? And if you are concerned about the children, like he said, teach your child. Now, the problem with that is probably going to be that thing that you're really against is the thing that's going to be more attractive to the child. So it would be in your best interest to not be making these big deals about this one statement or this one situation and just, okay, you see them what they're wearing? We don't believe in this. We stand against this. We have black pride. We have this pride. I mean, there's ways to teach your child counter. And baby, if you see this here, let me know. If you see this in your school, let me know, and we will handle that. That's a way to do it. Not make a scene if you had genuine intentions. That's my thought. But again, why? We so focused on what you're doing, but why? Why? What's your real goal? To go viral? And the thing that I love about God is he will always, like Eddie Long and those people that have been against like LGBTQ or against whatever, he always has it to where he put it ends up being in your house, or it ends up being revealed that you are the issue. That's the reason why you have a problem with it, because it is attractive to you. So my 3 points. My conclusion to the matter is, if you're against LGBTQ community, don't go to Leggo. Put your money where your beliefs are. But for those who are followers of certain things, find out why. Figure out why. See past what they say and find out why they're saying what they're saying. And if it's just to go popular, don't jump on a bandwagon. I'm against the cancel culture. I am. I'm against folks. If they don't believe how you believe, then you get canceled them. No, I don't agree with that. So that's my beliefs. Y'all let me know what you think. What do you think about this Leggo thing? Do you think they were grooming kids to be the next perverts? Do you think they're promoting LGBTQ behavior by wearing a pin? Let me know what you think. All right. This is different than the videos that I've done before. So y'all let me know what you think. All right. Take care. And we'll be back with some music real soon.